Good afternoon, fellow traders. It's Black Coffee Trader. It is Tuesday, March the 25th, and I'm in a sour mood. Let's just be frank about it. I'm ticked off because I lost a funded account, and I basically lost two of them. This one's only got $30-something left in drawdown, and I am just so upset with myself. I just traded like a complete degenerate today, and my second red day of the month, or my first back-to-back red days of this month, and put the month back on red. I'm upset. It is what it is. I want to be pushing buttons like crazy, and luckily I refrained from doing that. We didn't have any major big blow-ups today on either account. The three middle accounts are the worst. They're down $450 a piece, which is too much, but just I'm so upset. Let's look at the plan for today. So this morning we opened this morning in this area right here. We were kind of holding this 325 range, and my game plan today was if we test this high right here, this previous high before the big fall off, if we test that, which was about the 490s, if we test that, I'm looking for it to break for further upside. And I thought if we do, we probably get a rapid move, because this has been some rapid up down in the past here back in early March, late February. No, that is early March. And I thought maybe if we break through, we could get a move to the upside here. Or if we don't, maybe we'll fall back down. We can look for a short and fade this level. And if we don't do that, if we fall below, my plan was to look for one of these levels here to hold and possibly all the way down to the FOMC high and look for longs. So what happened was we kind of bopped around here, and yesterday's high kind of was in play today. You can see in the pre-market we kind of held it pretty nicely. We fell through at the open, then we re-held that in the afternoon, got wrecked there. But we did test this level, and this right here is where my frustration of the day was, right here, and how I traded right here. So let's talk first with the accounts that we traded the least, which was these bottom couple that we got a little bit of profit on. I traded those in the pre-market, longing the yesterday's highs. This purple line is yesterday's highs. And true to my form, I kept my stops tight. I stopped out a couple times, but I did end up getting some winning trades here, and ended up with a little bit of profit on those accounts. Then the next one, I think I traded the 71. This is the one where we traded the 940. It triggered this morning, and it was correct but incorrect. It was a big loss, but I thought it was going to work. And this again is a mechanical trade, and we pushed up at this big candle, and then we just fell completely apart. So if my stop would have been 40 points, we would have survived. But in any case, that ended up being a loss, and they did get a nice little winner here. And then we get into this problematic area. So like I said on the game plan was looking for this 480, 490 range, and looking if we're going to break through or if we're going to fall apart. Well, we pushed up. We kind of were stagnant. We had this candle push down. This next candle opened and pushed down red right in here, and I took the short. And then we just completely rejected, got stopped out there. And so one of my weaknesses is flipping this stupid bias. And I just flipped and went long. And what I need to do is just stop, just walk away for a few minutes and let some things develop before taking another trade. Well, I go long, and what do you know? We just ripped 40 points to the downside. Stop me out there. And at that point, and I was in with 5 contracts, so that put those accounts in bad shape. And then to add insult to injury, I flipped to these top accounts, my Tradeify, and then these top 3 Apex. Went short right here when on this move back down, where I had just gotten, let me go back here, 71. So I got stopped out here on the long, and then I flipped to these accounts and went short, and immediately this thing pushes back up. And what do? I do the same thing, same exact thing. We hold here, and I go long, and we kind of hope and nope a couple times here, and I finally killed that trade, which was the right move, and we started to fall apart. And then took a short and actually got into a string of winning trades. I got a winning trade here, shorted this area, winning trade, and then probably one of the best setups of the day was this move up, and we rejected right off here. And because of how this happened in the morning, I didn't trust this right away, and I didn't enter until all the way down here. So I kind of missed about 15 points of this move because I just was hesitant. I was afraid it would reverse. And I finally entered it and had a really nice trade there, out for about 100 and I don't know, 160 bucks maybe. And at that point, this is where I really started to get mad at myself. At this point, these 5 accounts were down like less than 15 bucks. They were almost green. And I decided to just try to scalp my way. I thought, man, I could put one mini on or one micro on and try to get, 20 bucks, 25 bucks, and we should be good. So we had this bounce off VWAP and off this overnight or the previous day high, which we had held in pre-market. And so I went long and got stopped out. Went long again, got stopped out. And then I decided to go short, hated it, killed the trade. And then I was really, at that point, I was kind of giving up on it. And I was not really, I had my charts open, but I wasn't watching this screen. And I happened to glance over, and we had a red candle, and then this candle was red all the way down here. And I thought, goodness, it's finally going to roll apart or fall apart. So I just jumped in short. And I jumped in precisely at the low. This thing rips all the way back up and pushes up. And at that point, I'm back down like, I don't know, maybe 200. So I stayed out of all this crap, and watched this go all the way back up here to this 485 area. And I almost took the short right off of these 2 wicks, and it was right at the 355 or 350 time frame. And I was afraid of that little 350 blip, and I was like, what if it moves up? I don't want to short it just in case we get a big blip up. So I didn't short it. We had the blip down, push back up, and this candle turned red. So I entered a short, and of course that was a fail. And then what do? I do my famous reversal again. I decided to go long, which was the right call this time, and I wouldn't have had to kill this, but this thing started to fall apart on me, and I just killed the trade. And my stop loss was like, I think somewhere here, but I killed the trade up here, and then obviously it just reverses. So just absolutely, I'm mad at myself. I'm frustrated at myself for being afraid to take a loss almost. And just, I don't know. It was just not my day. Let's put it that way. I completely got annihilated. It feels way worse than yesterday's red day. Let's take a look at TradeZella today. 28.83. Win rate's almost double from yesterday. Yesterday we only had about a 20% win rate. Today we're 37. But it was just not good. And unfortunately, we were down to 1,200 in the hole, and we've put together 2 back-to-back red days, which is not very good. And honestly, 3 of the last 4 days we've been down, 2 to 3,000. We had a good day on Friday, but the last few days have just not been very good. I have not traded very well. So I'm not sure what to think. Part of me almost wants to walk away tomorrow and just simply take a day off. And I'm afraid if I do that, I'll miss a really nice setup. So I don't know. I'm probably going to sleep on it and see how I feel in the morning. And if I do trade, obviously I need to be very, very careful. And one of the things I really need to work on is patience during these areas. I really need to work on patience. That's all there is to it. Today was not my day, and I sucked at trading today, and so goes. So, all right. Well, I hated to do this update, but felt like I had to do it, take you along on the trading journey. That's what I'm all about, and it keeps me accountable to you guys and myself. So frustrating day, but it is what it is. So we'll get back after it tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys did better than I did today, and trade well tomorrow. Take care, and until next time, so long.